what's going on, everybody? King Ko2mos, VP, Memphis chapter, Kingz of the South, MC. That's who I be.
Kingz of the South, man. Kingz of the South, man. So listen, man, let me ask you this, man. How long you been messing around with this motorcycle set stuff?
Oh, bro, man. I've been dealing with the set in some capacity probably for the last 15 years, bro. You know, it's one of them things. Started out as a kid, though, rocking four-wheelers, dirt bikes, stuff like that. You got into the grown man game, started seeing cats running around these boosters, making moves on the cows and stuff like that. So it was only natural. Time for me to step into the game a little bit.
Step into the game, man. Kingz of the South, man. Listen, I've asked everybody this, man.
Yeah.
First of all, what made you join Kingz of the South? Out of all the clubs, out of all the things you've seen, man, what was it about Kingz of the South, man, that attracted you?
I keep it funky, bro. You know, the people that know me, you know, I have a couple names, you know, depending on what stage in life you met me, what area. But Kingz of the South was not my first organization. You know, I had other stints in the past, you know, great experiences. Life just being life, sometimes things make a move. But I sat down for a little while after my last situation, and I really wanted to make sure my next move was the lasting one. So I really started paying attention to the way Kingz move, the guys that I seen inside the nation and the organization. And then I had some real close friends that knew my get down. They knew my story. So they're like, bro, I think this right here be a great transition for you. And I didn't ride on that name, though. I came in like everybody else from the ground floor, put my time in, put my efforts in, and let people see who I was. So when I came on in, it was just something about that Kingz of the South name. I'm a history buff, you know what I mean? So being a king within itself means I had to stand on a certain principle, had to stand on a certain lifestyle. And regardless of all the glitz and glamour of being in a club, if I'm gonna carry the name King, then I need to exemplify that. So everywhere I go is my kingdom. Everywhere I go is my throne. You feel me? So that's why Kingz of the South, brother.
Okay, that's cool. So like you just said, as you joined, you was in another club.
Yeah.
How many clubs you been in?
I've been in 2 real clubs, like real deal clubs. I started out, of course, on the sports bike clubs, the little moms and pops things, and then 2015. I seen some guys making some moves headed out west, you know what I mean? They were making some big moves, some big strides. Sat down, had a couple conversations. Things looked good, it was promising. So I made me a journey out west as well. Got to have some great brothers, great people. Later on in life, time to transition. Made that transition, so the next step, I came over this way. But again, I'm one of the type of people that I take every lesson as it is, you know what I mean? There's no bad blood, no animosity amongst anything. Sometimes things just run its course. And so now, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Now, Kingz of the South, man,
Yeah.
you got different clubs, right?
Yeah.
And with Kingz of the South, man, what would you define Kingz of the South to be? Like, what kind of club are they? Are they a riding club, highway ground pounder? Are they a party club? Are they more of a closed in, family amongst each other club? What kind of club is Kingz of the South?
I mean, I'm gonna answer that 2 ways, man. I feel like a club's gonna be whatever you make it to be. If you're a no count member, then your club can be no count for you, and that's gonna be your experience. But if you one that's coming into your organization, it's about working and forever being a prospect, meaning that you're forever learning, then Kingz of the South is everything you need it to be. All the stuff you mentioned. Like, you gotta be on that iron. You gotta support your brothers. You gotta be a person that can be reliable and call on. So for me, it's everything I need to be. But I will also say this, I have a saying, man, being in a club don't make you my brother. It's a relationship we establish. Anybody can be a member of a club or any type of organization. But in order for you to call me your brother, you got to exemplify brotherhood by your actions, by showing me that sacrifice. And I see that over here. There's nowhere I can go within my nation that I don't get love. I mean, genuine love, genuine respect.
Now, you got a saying that's going around on the internet, man. They say relationships are built on the highway, not the clubhouse, man.
Yeah.
How do you define a lot of the relationships that you built amongst different people outside of just the club by being on the bike set?
The exact same way. I'm a firm believer that I can come to your event, spend a couple of dollars and support whatever it is you got going on, right? That's cool. But it's an entirely different situation if I pull up in your city and say, hey, my brother, sit down and break bread. Let's talk. Let me get to know you one-on-one as a person. See, now I'm going to have love for the man that sit inside the vest. You feel me? And I think that a lot of us fail to realize that you have a lot of people that confuse popularity with respect. They are not one and the same, even though they may operate in the same room sometimes. But popularity fade. You might be the hot dude or the hot organization today, and tomorrow we don't give a shit about you. But if you earn my respect, it don't matter what's going on. I'm going to always hold you accountable. I'm going to always hold you up. So for me, it's more than just getting on the bike. You got to spend that time on that bike. You got to spend time with that conversation. You got to make a conscious effort. If not, then you spending your money and you can really save it. Man, it costs to do this life.
No, now you say it costs, man. This is something that I always tell people as well. Being a biker is not cheap, man. We got a lot of different types of motorcycle clubs out here, and no matter how you look at it, it's not cheap being a biker, man. Based off of your experience, man, let's talk about your expenses and how expensive it is being a biker.
All right, let's look at it from this way. Let's say everything is going good, bike up, and the only thing you're doing is traveling back and forth to hotels and events. Out of a span of a year, if you're really doing this, man, you finna spend at least easily 10, 15 grand. And that's when life is good, life is perfect. Don't start factoring in your bike done broke down. You need a new tire. You got shit going on at home. But then let's look at it from the other side, man. I went down bad last year. So now you talking about the injuries of being on this bike set, hospital bills, medical bills. So it costs. It's fun, but you got to realize this is a dangerous activity that we do. And if you're not really mentally prepared, you're not invested in it, don't let this hobby kill you. Because if you're really doing this, no longer a hobby, it becomes a lifestyle. This becomes a bill. Hey, this costs more than my kid, you feel me? I spend more than I do for my kid, and I take care of mine. Facts.
How do you balance being a biker, man, and riding, enjoying the lifestyle and family life, man?
One, it start with, you got to decide what part of this lifestyle you want to be a part of. If you all in, then you got to factor this in into your everyday life. Just like you factor in your grocery bills, your home bills, you got to factor into this lifestyle too. Because if you don't, you're finna have a rude awakening. The balance come down with a schedule, and you got to stick to it. For me, I know I wanted to hit at least 1 or 2 events, maybe every couple of months. But outside of that, I try to touch people as I move around. If I'm running, for example, if I'm going to go up to Detroit, then I got Indiana in between. I got this Ohio in between, or wherever I may be going. So I arrange time to stop along my route to touch people. You know what I'm saying? It's a sacrifice, bro. You got to put that in your budget, man.
Okay, yeah, no, that sounds great, man. Ride, man. Share some of the greatest adventures, man. The things that you've seen being on a motorcycle, man.
Oh man, I can give you my top 5 right now out the gate. Let's start with running Key West. I done rode the Key West a couple times. That right there is a beautiful ride. For y'all that want to go to Key West and they never did it, gotta be in Miami so you can leave Miami around 4 o'clock in the morning. Then get on the ground, start heading to Key West. Not, you're doing yourself a disservice. You finna lose daylight. Being up around Virginia, running over, what's the bridge? Chesapeake Bay Bridge. That shit is nuts. It's a cool experience, but I ain't doing that no more. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a grown ass man, but that Chesapeake Bay Bridge was beautiful, but that shit's scary. I don't like water like that. Running back and forth to Cali. Every set got their own activities, got their own get down, but it's nothing like California, bro. If you've never been to California, particularly LA and the Bay, and represent this bike culture, you're doing yourself a disservice. You gotta hit them places. And outside of that, the 2 most incredible places, I rode to Canada a couple times. Definitely went up there through Detroit. And I used to live in Europe, so rode all over Europe before. Those experiential things you can't get, you know, just running back and forth to events. So those are mine.
Man, on the bike set, man, let's talk about the bike set.
Okay, let's get to it.
This is some stuff I want to talk about, man. What do you think a few of the biggest lies is, man, on the bike set, man? Meaning what we hear on the set, man.
Oh, man.
Man, let's talk about some of these lies, man.
Okay.
That's going on out here on the
Hey, hold on. Let me pop my shit, bro. One of the biggest lies, one of the biggest misconceptions is all bikers are hoes, bro. All bikers are hoes. Listen now, don't get me wrong. There are some people that definitely enjoy life the way they want to, but this misconception that that's all that this is about is a lie. You got a lot of guys, man, that have great relationships with women, women that have great relationship with men, and it's never crossed those type of lines. The other one is that we all stupid and throwing our money away. You don't know a person's background or story if you don't talk to them. Like, see, I'm tatted everywhere, bro. You know what I mean? I got tattoos everywhere. And people always tell me, man, this dude probably selling drugs. He probably doing this, but they'll never know what I do for a living. And if you want to know, you got to reach out to your boy and find out. I ain't just going to get that to you. But your boy educated, that's a hint. And the other one is that all dudes got their bikes and their girls now, you know what I'm saying? Some do. Hey, some do. But hey, as long as you rocking your bike, man, you can ride it. I think, man, we get too involved in the personal business of people instead of learning to have a personal relationship with people. It's too much drama and nonsense when it don't have to be. And a lot of times it's some people that's not moving around that's stirring up the most shit. That is my opinion.
That's true, man. Listen, man, on the bike set, man, coming across so many different people, man, looking at them from the outside, man, what was one of those deep stories, man, that you heard from a guy you never thought that this guy was like however he was, you know, looking at a guy from the outside and actually having a conversation, good or bad?
There was a guy, and I'm gonna say the club name because of who the guy was, man. And this dude really was impactful to a lot of us. It was a guy from Rare Breed by the name of Cold Blue. This dude had one of the coldest road kings ever, bro. But we seen this dude moving around with his camera, taking pictures at all these different type of events. We used to see him out on the set, but nobody really knew who he was, right? And then when he actually joined his organization, man, joined Rare Breed, man, we found this dude was a heart surgeon, bro. Like, I ain't talking about just a doctor. Like, this dude was a world-renowned heart surgeon, and he would give you the shirt off his back. It was guys like that showed me that you can be in this world and still maintain a reality of what it is too. He was just a solid dude. And I had also been around people, man, that would call you your brother and say they love you, and as soon as you walk away, and them boy try to do you in. So I don't see both spectrums, you know, in this bike life. But the thing that keeps me around and keeps me conscious, I knew who I was when I came into these organizations, and I knew why. I'm a student. I'm a student of the culture. And regardless of how people may feel, I really don't give a damn. I can't be authentic to me. I love this. I love being out here. I love traveling. It's my peace. It's my therapy, bro.
What kind of bike you ride, man?
All right, so I'm gonna do y'all like this because see, my man Lavish is sitting up here recording, so I'm trying to figure out if I really want to do this. So I'm gonna give y'all this history. So your boy been rolling road glides, street glides. The bike everybody used to see me on was a 2015 Road Glide. Everything done good. And of course, you know the story. June, I get hit. Girl ran a red light, take me out. Black Beauty is gone. So everybody been trying to figure out what I'm pushing now. I can't even do it, man. I can't even tell y'all. Just stay tuned because we got a good... I got somebody out on camera. We ain't gonna let y'all know that he know what the play is. We got a reveal. Just know your boy... You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I'm gonna be traveling, so I got something for y'all to see.
Is it a Harley?
Oh, nothing less, man. What you mean? Nothing less.
You know, you gotta scare me. You
Hey,
know,
hold on.
It's Indiana.
No, sir. No, sir. HD or nothing, man. HD or nothing. And if we're gonna keep it a thou wow, it ain't by itself. That's all we're gonna say. Y'all will see them people soon. You feel me? Yeah.
King of the South, Memphis, man. What trips y'all got planned for this year, man?
Oh,
2024, man.
2024. Well, we got some major moves coming up in 24. One for sure, you're definitely gonna see us in Atlanta. Why I use Atlanta first? Because everybody know that's Mother Chapter. We would definitely be there. We got a big event coming May 2nd through the 5th, Shreveport, Louisiana. Tale of three cities. That's Shreveport, Little Rock, and Memphis. If y'all need bands, shameless plug, reach your boy up. I'll make sure I have that ground. Outside of that, we're going to be in the D. We're gonna see y'all in the Motor City. So look for your boys out there. And then we got a couple other surprises, man. Y'all gonna see us in a lot of places this year. I could promise you. We got some stuff in the store. Yeah.
What about this racing, man? Are you part? Do you get down with the racing side of the bike stuff?
So I'm not a racer. I like to stay fly, get them highway miles. But with the race culture right now, kind of like I said, man, being a student of the game, I said I got someone working on. So there are a couple guys that I've been touching bases with. I'm never going to be like a superstar racer, but I definitely want to get part of the culture. I just feel like it's a natural transition. If you really love these bikes, then why would you try a little bit? So I'm gonna tap my hands in it just a little bit to see some things. I ain't ready to call nobody out yet. I can't lose no money yet.
All right, man. Listen, you being a guy on the bike set, man. Give us from your perspective, man, to the fellas.
All right.
And I want to ask you about the women next. Man, what's a couple things, man, that hey, man, y'all need to stop doing, man. Fellas, what they need to stop doing, man.
Man, here you go, trying to put your boy in the gun, man.
Yeah, man.
I said I wasn't gonna let you set me up, man. I walked right into it. So I'm gonna see can I escape this without looking crazy, man. One big thing for me, I'm gonna say, fellas, man, let's stop acting like we something that we know we not, man. Keep it a buck, keep it 1,000. Everything that you out there, you'll get it if you just not pretend. Number 2, don't try to be like the next man. Be your own person, you know what I mean? Everybody, dollars ain't as long as the next one. Everybody's time ain't the same. But do the best you can, and your guys, they'll hold you down. 3, celebrate each other. It's time out for us to hate on each other for the things we accomplish or the things that we're aspiring to have instead of celebrating each other's. I got a close-knit group of guys that we really build each other up. So when we really are down, we know we can come to each other. 4, yeah, I got one. I'm gonna say 4 for last because it's big for me. So let's say 4, manage your money better. If you can't make no move, man, you just can't make no move. Don't blow your household trying to do this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? We need you to just be reliable and stay on top of your business. And 4, hey man, there's too many women out here in these streets, bro, for you to go behind your man and try to take him out. I just keep it 1,000, bro. It ain't that serious. If you gotta snake your mans to get something, bro, you didn't have it in the first place. I'm gonna call it to your face, man. Using nothing. So that's my biggest thing, man. Stop hating your mans over something that wasn't yours or his in the first place. She chose, bro. She chose. And hey, it just wasn't you.
Now we come down to the women, man. What's up, man? Man. Tell these chicks, man. What's up, man? They doing, man. But you like, dog, come on, man. Y'all ladies, stop. Cut it out, man.
Man,
Cut it out.
Stop capping, man. Stop capping. We know that you done went through the whole squad, man. Don't pretend that you haven't. We know you done went through the whole squad, man. So stop saying I usually don't do this. You done went through the whole squad. You think niggas ain't talking? We just pretending we didn't know. You know why? Because he said that this is what you want to do. So like, shit, why not? Ladies, just keep it 1,000, man. The same respect y'all want from a dude. We might not tell you, but we want the same respect. Just keep it a buck. The dude gonna do what he gonna do regardless. But now you got club brothers fighting because he thought, man, bro, this was my main. Bro, no, she went, bro. So ladies, let's stop doing that. 2, ladies, stop going on runs and you ain't got nowhere to stay because you say, I'm just gonna go post up with bro. And you get there, bro got some else going on. Now you mad. No, I always have a plan B. I always have a plan A. Matter of fact, I always have your own room. And then you can go over there, or better yet, he can come over there. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself, protect your peace. 3, man, niggas finna be mad at me for I'm finna say that, man. You signed that. You signed that paperwork, so don't come back to this brother now tell my man I want my bike back. You signed it, you co-signed for him. You knew what it was when you co-signed, so let him keep the bike. Now, if he ain't paying a note, then you know what I'm saying? That's on y'all. But if he paying that note, don't come snatch that man bike and start talking about this is my bike, it's in my name. Hey, don't do that. 4. Oh man, 4 is a little difficult. I'm gonna say 4, just recognize who it is and what it is you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, in all seriousness, just recognize that all dudes on the bike set ain't after you trying to do nothing towards you. There's a lot of good dudes out here, and the only thing we're doing is just trying to be respectful and have a good relationship with you, meaning that, hey, I see you out, I'm gonna speak and things like that. Don't think that every dude is just grimy, trying to take advantage of you. And just because you think you know a person's situation, you might want to get clarity before you start speaking on people's business, but that's on both sides. People speculate too much and start running their mouth about things they don't know anything about. An adult get clarity. A child just run and go tell some stuff. Let's stop doing that across the board.
Oh man, that was cool. That was cool, man. God, they like a philosopher around this motherfucker. Jeez, man. Goodness gracious, man. I'm trying. I had a question. You just threw me off. I'm listening. Like I gotta take notes to this.
Hey man.
Tell somebody.
Hey bro, this is just me, bro. This ain't pretending.
God damn.
Hey, you see me out, I'm gonna talk the same way.
Shoot, man.
That's who I am, my guy.
Goodness gracious, man. Listen, man. What's the Cause you say you're originally from Texas.
Yeah.
And you've been down here in the Memphis area for about how long?
About 6-7 years.
So 6 or 7 years you coming out here, man. Me not being out here, but me getting the love that I'm getting on the Memphis set, man. What is the Memphis set like, man? Speak on the set down here.
Man, look, I believe in being very transparent, so I'm not gonna cap or nothing like that. Man, Memphis set where we are now is not necessarily where it was when I first got here. We used to be super, super close, which is part of the reason why I decided to come here, to do what I was doing. But I feel like it's not that we're disconnected because we don't want to be connected, but it's almost like you got so many organizations that are moving on their own path that we forget to take care of home. Like I said, man, with my nation, we are on the move, hitting so many chapters that we have very little time to be here. The same thing with other clubs in the city. We just moving and moving. But I think that what we need to do is start to be more focused on the hands, the staying close to the city. Because I will say this, man, I haven't seen any issues with any clubs here in the city. It's more so we just have to build on those relationships. You got to take care of home first. But I think we're in a position now that we're starting to do so. There's a lot of conversations happening behind the scenes. There's a lot of collabs happening. There's a lot of promises being made that we're going to pull up on your situation, not just so you come back to ours, but because it's the right thing to do. And I think that's going to help the Memphis set become, I'm going to shout this city out because I don't see nobody doing it like them. Houston, hey man, I salute the city of Houston. To see all these power clubs, and I'm saying power because of the name of the clubs, not that they better than anybody, moving as a city, moving as units everywhere they go. That's a beautiful thing. Now, I know there's other cities that do that as well, but it's kind of like if I use like Detroit, we see Detroit moving and we don't necessarily know what clubs these people are in, but we just see them as a city moving. Where with Houston, we see a lot of clubs moving in collabs. So they both doing it the right way. And I think that's what we're trying to get Memphis to start doing as well. But it is love in the city, though. If you show love, you definitely get love back. So bullshit, hey, you showed it first, so you asked for it.
Not being biased, because some people are gonna feel some type of way, man.
Okay.
I ask you this question, man, but just from your personal, your personal experience here in Memphis, man. Yeah. Maybe if you can pick 3 clubs in Memphis, you personally enjoy, that you have fun, and this is your own opinion. Everybody got their own opinion, man. What clubs here in Memphis outside of yours? We're gonna take your club away that you enjoy going to, that you always say, man, I always have a good time, man. Them boys, whatever it is, I just enjoy them guys.
Oh man, I can definitely answer this question in regards to how people feel about it. Like you said, my own personal opinion. Taking my nation out of consideration for sure. One club that really shows a lot of love is Soul Takers. They have their Tuesday nights. We go over there. They show us a lot of love. We have a good time. It's more like a local family. I want to say local. Well, more of an intimate. That's what I'm looking for. More of an intimate relationship. We get in there, talk a lot of noise. Best wings at any clubhouse right now, man. You gonna have to show me. Hey, man, I ain't ate somebody else's wings. We ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't never had somebody else's wing, but them wings, phenomenal. I don't even like wings. Soul Takers is one, just because of the relationship. I'm gonna also say, I got to put these next clubs in a category together. I'm gonna say, but some Quarter Boys and Golden Vipers, those two clubs, we really have a great relationship. I personally have a good relationship with these guys. Everywhere we out and about, it's always love. When we move outside the city, if I see them, they see me, it's like Memphis. It's not your club, my club. And then the last one is I'm gonna have to do the same thing, man. It's a tie. It's a tie in the way I operate with these organizations. Personally, this ain't got nothing to do with my club. Me personally, it's Street Hogs and Pound for Pound. But I have personal relationships. Real quick, when I first got around Pound for Pound, I was still living in Dallas, and they had two of their members on their way back from Arizona. They was stuck on the side of the highway, and I got a call. Hey, look, I got some guys. I drove out in the middle of the night, pulled up on them in the middle of the highway, and sat there with them all night. I wasn't in their club. I didn't know them from Adam. But from that moment, the entire club has always been like a family. And the same thing with Street Hogs. From the first day I got around here, it was just a vibe. So I know you said 3, but I had to name 5 just based upon the relationships, bro.
No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Now I got the camera directly. We won't go back to the beginning of this conversation. But the focus is just straight on you, man.
All right, let's get it.
Yeah, the focus straight on you, man.
All right.
Detroit.
All right.
Detroit.
Okay.
I had, talked to a couple people from Detroit. And, they like, man, Kingz of the South, man, they don't go nowhere, man. They don't support nobody, man. We always go down to they event. We always go down to Atlanta. We go down there with deep numbers, man, as a whole, man. We throw all types of parties in Detroit, and we don't never see no Kingz of the South, man. They don't even go to nobody else's stuff, man. If it ain't a couple other Southern clubs, they don't be there.
Okay. What's your question?
That's Detroit, man.
Okay.
I got you here, man. So I'm just trying to figure out, man.
Okay.
Why the Kingz of the South ain't have not been to Detroit? We have not seen them Kingz of the South colors at no Detroit, no Michigan function.
Okay. So you're asking me, right?
Yeah.
So I cannot speak for my entire nation, but this is what I can say. I feel like there's a lot of moving parts that we do, and we all are biased, or we all have found ourselves chasing those big events. That's just what it is across this country. People running down to Myrtle because it was Bike Week, Daytona, Bike Week, LA, Breed Week, things of that nature. So we have all been in a position to chase what has been considered the bigs. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, you would definitely see Kingz of the South flying in Detroit in 2024. Not only can I tell you that, as the old folks would say, as long as the creek don't rise and God keep breath in my body, you would definitely see Memphis chapter of Kingz of the South in Detroit at least twice in 2024. At least twice.
At least twice.
At least
one of them events? What's one of them big?
I mean, I heard that the mother chapter, there's one club, I think they call Boogie Down. I gotta go see what's up with them, man. I mean, I've been hearing a lot of good things. I mean, shout out to the boogies that I know, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 big gang shit. And then also, there's this guy that be doing these interviews. He got this podcast. Y'all may not seen him walking around with these long mics and all this. People know him. He act like he a lavish type dude. So I heard that he has an event. So I might well see what he got going on and pull up. And I got some people that's definitely gonna roll with me. You know what I mean? We got some miles to get. So since y'all say that y'all don't see no Kingz, the Kingz will be there. Because if you see one of us, you see all of us. None of us is bigger than the rest. So one of us represent the whole brand. So when you see one, I don't want to hear no more talk that the Kingz ain't in Detroit. Because y'all always say y'all ain't seen them. Y'all didn't say y'all ain't seen 100. Y'all say y'all ain't seen Kingz. Is that fair? That's how I was. Detroit, is that fair? Hey, well, big up, man, to the Motor City. Like, real talk. Shout out to everybody up there, man. Yeah.
Man, what's your you know, only because I'm from Detroit, so of course I gotta ask you, how do you feel about Detroit? Now, when you see Detroit, if you pay attention to how Detroit move, or what you seen or what you heard about Detroit, man, you know, what's your opinion and take on it, man? You know, in general, or you know, just bike set wise, man, as far as how Detroit moves.
All right, so a few years back, man, there was a young man in a club y'all had up in Detroit. Well, still have. Shout out to my level up guys, man. Chrome had passed, so I made my way up to Detroit to pay my respects to that brother. And one of the first thing I noticed was the way the bike set moved. Like, everybody was out for that, celebrating his life. And I've been back to Detroit since then, of course, going out to Soulville. The thing I like about Detroit, it kind of mirrors to me kind of the aesthetic of Memphis. The grit, the grind. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, that type of mentality. And people in Detroit really have a hard foundation and a real sense of dedication to that city. And that type of mentality attracts me, it draws me, because it lets you know that cats really doing it. But what blows my mind is going back to when we was talking about how cities move. Seeing a city like Detroit move from the big wheel gang to Harleys to street bikes. As a city, I don't see y'all take over Memphis. I don't see y'all take over Atlanta. I don't see y'all take over some everywhere. That spirit is what drives me. That's why I want to see it. And you're right. I think it's time for us to really start to get there a lot more often and express that. Because if y'all can come down, be damn sure. As a nation, not just my organization, but as a whole, it's time for us to start touching these other markets as well and showing the same love that market showed us.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Tiki, what else we got? What else we talk about? I got some stuff to edit. I got some stuff to edit, man. Shoot, man, dog, because I want to ask more about the Kingz, you know, because I know that, you know, it's only a limited stuff that you can, you know, or you can share on top of your head, man. But how big is the Kingz of the South?
Man, we're definitely one of those top threes. You know what I mean? We one of those largest black motorcycle clubs. It is, particularly on the traditional MC side. We definitely believe in fellowshipping and riding these irons. You can't be over here if you ain't riding. And we're not talking about it. We actually showing that. So we definitely large. Now, as far as the numbers, man, you know, man, we got to keep that on the low ski. You feel me? But just know, man, call us the NBA. We the league. We represent it like the league. You feel me? We out here.
Y'all out there, man. In outside of just being down at the South, I know that in the South, I know that you got Cleveland.
Yeah.
And that's more Midwest up in the North. Is there any other clubs, or should I say chapters, that y'all got that's not South, that's up?
Our top clubs, man, we got a couple chapters up in Virginia, and we got you know, of course, Cleveland, man. But our presence is felt. Shout out to my guys up in North Cac and then VA, man. Them boys really be touching bases. So you say that we ain't been up in Detroit, that's merited, but we got guys that's up in NYC quite a bit. Them boys running up there a lot. We got people that's going back and forth to Cali a lot too. So I guess it's just more so not that we don't move, it's the way that we move. We need to adapt a little bit more. You know, you can send a couple units up north, you can send a couple here, you know, kind of like we look at with the chapter. If the chapter as a whole can't go to one place, then how about send 2 or 3 here, 2 or 3 there, and we touch multiple places. It's about representing. One king is all kings. And if you ever walk around here like you are the king, you are not a king. Now that's just my own saying, though. That ain't something the nation put out, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, listen, man, we see this, man. I want to ask you your opinion.
Okay.
If it happens in your club, and what you think about it when you see it in general, man. Motorcycle club, right?
Yeah.
If you're an electrician and I call you out, man, I expect you to have your working tools.
Okay.
I expect you to have your whatever you need to do the job.
Okay.
So being a biker in a motorcycle club, I need you to have your tools.
Okay.
And one of the tools is having a motorcycle.
Okay.
Now,
let's talk about it.
Yeah, now we got guys, man, and people.
Okay.
Let's just say people.
All right.
They in these clubs, man, rocking these colors, man. They out, man. They ain't got no motorcycle, man. Can I join the Kings of the South, man, without a motorcycle?
You cannot, and you cannot join the Kings of the South. You do not have a Harley Davidson. Matter of fact, you cannot join Kingz of the South if you do not have a working Harley Davidson. Now, once you become a member, if you got some shit that happened, then you got a certain time to get your situation repaired. But you cannot be in this club without it being like a medical reason or something happened without being on the ground. Now, to answer your question though, in general, this is the problem, man. You got a lot of people playing MC, but they're not MCing. It might be an unpopular belief, and this has nothing to do with Kings of the South. Let me go ahead and throw that disclaimer. This is purely my opinion. If you want to be in an MC, then recognize that being an MC requires you to not just have a bike, but to ride that thing. Now, I'm not saying you got to be a ground pounder, but you got to ride your machine. And if every time we come around there's an excuse for you not to ride instead of a reason that details you, the reason why you can't, be a man and woman enough to drop your colors before somebody take it from you. Because that's what this is about, riding. You know, people want to put these cuts on because it's popular opinion, but guess what? Everybody in the NBA play the game. You want to be in the NBA, why you just walking around with your jersey on? You're a supporter. So just come out here and support these clubs. Do that. Pay some money. You know, donate to these organizations, to these members, but you know, every club has their own bylaws, their own constitution. So if they club allow it, who am I to speak against it? I just know the club that I'm a part of or have been a part of, that's not what it is.
So you telling me, man, I want to be a King of the South member.
Yeah.
I can't join your club with no motorcycle.
No.
I'm saying, I want to join the club, but I don't have a bike.
No, you can't join this club.
It's in the shop though.
You can't. It ain't a working bike.
But it won't get it out.
Well, when you get it out,
we hear them guys.
Yeah.
It's in the shop all winter.
Okay.
It's in the shop.
So in order for you to join any established organization, right, you got to be able to comply to the rules and regulations. So you know there's two sets of orders when you're joining any organization. There's the things you have to do to become. Then there's the things that you have to do after. So how can you become something if you don't have the tools necessary to come? See, I need to know you can ride. If in the shop you can't ride, so I can't even talk to you. Come holler at me when it's ready. Come holler at me when you're ready to go. If you ain't ready to go, I don't need nothing from you. You can come to the party though. It'd be $25 May 2nd through the 5th.
Now what if I share a bike with somebody, man?
What you asking me? You asking about just in general?
Yeah, if I share.
If your club allow you to do that.
Can I join the motorcycle club if I share a bike with somebody?
And if your club allows you to share a bike and ride it, hey, great.
What's your belief on that?
My belief?
Can a guy share a bike with somebody that is as a partner bike, a buddy package, a husband and wife? I mean, two cousins. I mean, what?
Hey man, you trying to put me in a situation, bro? But you're asking me though.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
This is what I'm gonna say. I don't care who bike belongs to or how you got it.
Yeah.
If I say it's time to ride, as long as you can get them keys and go, hey, that's my preview. But if I say it's time to go, you like, well, it's like both hours and the day is his turn, then no, I don't need to talk to you. See, man, look, man, y'all gotta understand, man. I've been doing this for a while now. I don't know if it get caught up in no BS out here. If you sharing a bike with somebody, if you trying to join an organization, if they tell you it's time to go, you better be able to pull them keys out, because if you can't, that ain't your bike. Period.
What if he join the club?
Okay.
Join the club, everything good, man.
Okay.
She need them keys back to that bike, cause hey, she done caught him with somebody else, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we did talk about something a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
we talked about ladies, stop doing this, and fellas, stop letting somebody co-sign for you when you know you ain't finna do right either. Now, if that has been a thing, in my opinion, there still should be rules. You got X amount of days from the time you no longer have possession of a bike to get another one. Now, if you can fix that situation within that subscribed amount of days, I ain't got nothing to do with your household. I don't pay your bills anyway, homie. But if on that day after you ain't got it, you know, we had a good run. It was good while it lasted. But today ain't your day. Try again in 6 months. It's that simple, man. I think we make things complicated by trying to accommodate people when what we should do is just take care of what the standards say. We go so deep into the personal that we forget the rules. See, the standard is the standard. Popularity waters the standard down, then you water the brand down. If you want your brand strong, then you got to hold everybody accountable from the top down. If you give him a pass, you damn sure believe you can give me one. And that's just me being honest. So I'm a firm believer. If I'm wrong, hold me to the fire. I'll take the burn. I'll heal. Then we'll come back, because if you don't hold your members accountable, then your organization is doomed to fail. There's no foundation. And if you think because a member has money, he's a good member, then your club is going to be bought. If you feel like because he's popular, he brings people, then your club is going to be bought. Decide within yourself who you are and what you are, and just stand on that. That's how the strongest empires lasted so long. They didn't bend. So that's one of the things I got to say, man, about the people that I'm around from across the board. The people that I chop it up with hold me accountable as a man first. That's the only way I'm gonna be better. But if you keep giving me a pass, and just like your kid, you keep getting him a pass, keep passing, before long he gonna slap you across your face. You can be like, I can't believe the kid slapped me. Well, you gave him permission to when you didn't punish him for the other things. So that's the biggest thing, man. We just got to change the narrative and stop being scared to tell the popular ones, we don't need you no more. You ain't bigger than the brand. But it has to be for things that they did as a detriment, not because you're jealous. So that's another thing that you see people doing. I'm gonna get rid of you because I want the light that you got. But they didn't realize, man, you can cut all the lights in this room, but I'm gonna still shine. Because it's in me, it's not on me. I know I kind of went a little left, but hey, man. He got me drinking some things, man. So.
Oh, yeah, man. Hold on. And listen, Kingz of the South got a chapter in Memphis, man. I just heard that they don't even see you down in Memphis, man. Any truth to that?
There is no truth in that.
I've never seen it.
So this is the answer to that. You have people that golf, you have people that bowl. So if you golf and you're on a golf course, you're gonna see the people that golf with you. If you bowl, you're gonna go to the bowling lanes and see people that bowl. So if we don't have a common spot, then their chances are we will say, I never saw you. But when we learn that common ground, then we can make a direction. We can all start going to play top golf or something like that. So the thing is, like-mindedness, we are seeing each other around the city. So it's not that we don't see each other or we're not out. We just have to find that common area to start getting out with each other. And as a matter of fact, to the people that are asking questions off campus, we're already gonna be somewhere on April 12th. There is an annual happening here in the city of Memphis. I believe it's 7 years. I think it is. It will be going down Saturday at Blue Light, which is Quarter Boys Clubhouse. Presidents, VPs are free. $10 for colors, $15 without. And if you need a table, reach out to any boogie in the city of Memphis. They will square you away. Kingz of the South will be in attendance for their main party. So we won't hear no more of, we don't see Kingz. I ain't seen no boogies either.
A story. We got a boogie down clubhouse that's been open for, I don't know.
Hold on, man.
Years.
Hold on. Cause we gotta talk about it. Like you said, you ain't seen no boogies.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta put them on the spot. I'm just saying.
Well, see, there's wait, hold on.
He said he ain't seen no boogies.
Hey.
Huh?
We have a common place for them to go. They don't have a common place.
No, I'm saying, but he said he ain't seen no boogies. So.
I spoke out of turn because there are definitely two that we see quite a bit. But we're going to scratch that because I don't want to start. We won't start. No, we ain't call no spade a spade.
Call a spade a spade.
Look, man, we see there are. Oh, man, nah. Hey, Boogers, I apologize. I'm going to stand down because I don't want no issues. I think y'all are exceptional. Y'all do have a clubhouse. Kingz of the South would like to frequent your clubhouse. So I spoke out of turn. There are two that I see more often, but that's just because I'm not in the right place. So that's why I haven't seen the rest of y'all. I know that y'all are out I'm just not where y'all are. So please charge it to me, not the club, not the chapter. This is all on me. King Ko2mos that spoke out of turn. The rest of the kings didn't say anything. I said it. I will personally come to your clubhouse to build a relationship so I never speak out of turn again. I do humbly apologize sincerely to the boogies of Memphis. That better? I meant it though, but I want to make sure that y'all understand that it was charging to the mind and not the heart. Because y'all do be out. I just don't see y'all because I'm not where y'all at. See? That's all. So now, does that clarify? See, I didn't want it to come across like it made a sound. Like I was saying that boogies don't be out. I can't speak for boogies. I can just say I only see two because we happen to be at the same places quite often. But I'm just, it was my fault. Next question, please. Please get me out this. Please ask me something else. I'm a Capricorn. I like to eat chicken. I like to eat French fries. I smoke cigars. Please, anything. I like the Grizzlies. Whatever, get this off. Cause I made it this whole damn interview without any controversy, and I'd be damned if I didn't walk into it. Oh man.
Speak on this when it comes down to riding, man. The lady riders out here, the female riders out here riding these bikes.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about them, man. Me personally, I like to see what they doing and they be moving. And sometimes these women, they are making some of these guys mad when it comes down to riding, man. So I want you, man, to talk on these females that's out here pounding, that's out here riding their bikes, customizing their bikes, and just making this bike stuff look good, man. And the fact that they look good riding.
Man, salute. I ain't gonna even break it down by no organizations, man. I'm just gonna say to all the lady riders that's out here doing it, man, cause y'all got some that's out here like really taking this to the next level. I'm a huge sports fan, so I'm gonna use the same analogy. If we on the male side is representing the NBA, y'all are definitely the WNBA. Y'all got some heavy hitters. I see women, man, that are pounding harder, pounding longer, bikes cleaner, colder sound, and they doing it with ease. And I think it has now become such the norm that you have a lot of guys that in the past were really being intimidated. It's now starting to come up to the women and asking them, who are you using for your paint guy? Who are you using for your motor work? Who are you using for XYZ? And I think that's part of what the game's been missing. You know, the days are older, just a woman being out here on the set just to look pretty. And like you said, there are still a lot of gorgeous women, educated women, professional women doing this thing, and we can't do nothing but salute them. And if a guy's in his feelings behind it, man, you might want to ask what she's doing so you can get your weight up. Cause it's, hey, it's something out here I gotta salute. But I gotta, I welcome calling some names out, man, but I ain't gonna do that, man. But to my sis, you know who I'm talking about, big VA stuff. Hey, man, my sis is pounding harder than a lot of dudes. And she don't drug me a time or two, and I'm gonna be man enough to tell you. Now I'm gonna call your name out because I said that. Shout out to my sis, man, Queen Rip, Richmond Queens of the South. Sis, you are doing your thing, man. Sis pounded so hard, made me pull the throttle a little bit more, bro. I was not finna be embarrassed. She really doing her thing, man. But salute to the Queens of the South, Rare Jules, Queens of Harley, the boogies that's riding, because there's definitely some out here riding, man. If you rider, salute you, man. No disrespect to nobody, but y'all becoming, oh man, what's her name from Atlanta? Dolly. Probably one of the greatest ground pounders I've ever seen, male or female. You top 5, mama. Yeah, so it's something out here that's really doing it. And the independence. So you just got to get in and know who to look for and know what to look for and just salute. You got to give people their credit, man. If not, you're insecure, homie. You're doing it for the wrong reason. This ain't the sport for you, partner. Shit. Hey, I take inspiration from whoever. Shout out to Punchy, man. Punchy son, man. Young cat out here doing them young boys in Atlanta, Young Cash now. Yo, man, let me say this. He asked me about women, but let me make this statement for everybody, just so we clear. Young, old, black, white, male, female, club, independent. If you doing this, the world gonna recognize you before long. You ain't gotta do it yourself. we're gonna recognize you because your efforts. So if you're doing this, keep doing it. And your name will be mentioned amongst the greats. That's one thing this thing right here is about. It's a great equalizer. If you ain't riding, then you ain't riding. Miles don't lie, but your mouth will. Hey man, big up to Lavish. Big up to the whole city of Detroit. Like I told y'all, man, big promise to you, we will be in the city this year. And what I would like to do is create more of a pathway back and forth, man. We too close not to function. Big 78, all that good stuff. Yo to the news, man. As always, talk to y'all later. Crown and story, y'all watch me, you know what I'm saying? Your boy out. We out.